The average has climbed to over 106 at the moment.
This is decent as well from his opponent. Make no mistake, Noppert is being pushed in the opening night here in Wollongong.
Oh, yes, Danny. Double top. Oh, yeah, 1-2-1 the fancy way. Not even bothering with the 11 segment. 3-0 Danny Noppert. And this is proper stuff.
What an opportunity, and this is what the World Series gives us.
96.
And we've said already, you know, a few times, when we first saw Damon Heta on the World Series, he did not look like a player that would be number 12 in the world by this point. But it does take steps, it takes progress, and it's only really the first full year that Brenton's committed to the DPA circuit, and things are starting to happen for him. Stay straight. Stay straight, Danny. That would have been better.
50.
Well, if he just stays straight and taking 60 off, he's on a 2-darter. As it is, the best he's going to do is get 1 dart at double.
100. 110.
A tap on the shoulder there for Noppert.
Third leg running, he gets a dart at tops, and this time he takes it out. The 68 he couldn't take, the 160 he couldn't take, but 110 does go to just reassert himself in this one. Danny.
2 treble visit here. May just go for it. That was unlucky.
23, Danny.
He's come close to a maximum on his big TV debut on several occasions. A wicked kiss off the barrel.
It has to be the 11 segment this time. He's not going to go treble 7. And it leaves double 14. It would have been a 3rd ton plus finish for Danny Noppert, and Brenton Lloyd is on a 2-darter.
Brave to go for the treble 20.
88.
Always the option.
Danny require 14.
The in thing, double-double. Biggest start of the match coming in. There it is.
Oh, it's turning into
the extra pressure as well of opening the show. Now he's showing his class.
Turning into a sprint for the line here, Danny Noppert.
80. Danny, you require 81.
3 very good legs at the start, went to sleep in the middle of the game, but then he's moved through the gears again. No need to go to the 12 segment. May go to the 14s or the 10s. Double 16 for the match.
49.
More match darts are on the way, though.
Brenton Lloyd has shown enough here to suggest that
57. Danny requires
he could be a good
32.
player, given a fair wind. Danny Noppert has been a very good player in the end. Stuttered in the middle of the game.
But a couple of 6-0 defeats on this stage, so it would really settle him down. That's unlucky.
Dimitri require 112.
3-0 then. A chance for Marland.
They require 54.
First darts at a double.
Gotta get that first part right. There we are, 2 at tops. Is it a good guide or has it dipped down a little bit? Just proved a little bit awkward. And Bergh, this, without even doing anything special, around about an 80 average, could go up 3-0 with a double break here.
He's on the 3rd leg, Dimitri.
Clinical. Doesn't want another 0 by his name. He's not scored heavily enough, though, has he?
It's 60.
Against the Dimitri van den Bergh, who is far from his best.
And that's the key factor, isn't it? The opportunity's been there if he just upped his level slightly, because van den Bergh's been below par, but he's warming to the task now. His average is creeping up.
33.
So a couple of legs back, he was down below 80. It's creeping up towards 90 now for van den Bergh. And he's strolling through this opening round match. Looks like it's going to be 5-0.
98. Dimitri required 28.
Yeah.
He's on a 5th.
Punishing from Dimitri van den Bergh. Dimitri here is going to win with an 89-90 average. But averages don't matter.
For Dimitri, though,
you're in the win column.
Yeah, and the positive, he's got better as the game's gone on, hasn't he? So for him, slow start. I mean,
60.
Whoever he plays tomorrow, whether it be Nathan Aspinall or Simon Whitlock, there's going to be a lot more coming back at him. But this to cap off, well, you'd have to say it's the professional routine performance.
There's going to be a hat-trick of 6-0 defeats for Dave Marland in the World Series. Van den Bergh looking at double 8 for a whitewash.
Looking very likely. Van den Bergh just staring down the double 8. Well,
no score.
Here's an opportunity for Dave Marland. He's had 2 darts already to win a leg. He may only just get 1 on the combination, but he'd get a big roar from this home crowd. He's going to have the bull, maybe 16, if he can find the treble. Double 9, he's checking.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just not meant to be.
16.
It's not been Dave's night, has it? Van den Bergh surely won't let him off again. It's a little bit awkward, he's had to move. For the match. And still not over the line. We go on.
5 match starts from Dimitri van den Bergh. The crowd willing on. Dave Marland only just got the single 1.
No score.
Well,
he's destined to lose 6-0 here, isn't he?
8.
Dimitri van den Bergh stuttering slightly here. More opportunities. What's going on here? Yeah, you can see he's on a bit of a sighter there. Messing about here, Dimitri.
crowd getting involved. Deep breath, Dimitri. And there we have it. Much relief in the end. Dimitri van den Bergh.
To make the quarter-finals in a bizarre game with Luke Humphries in the end, but it was a good tournament for Damon.
Yeah, it looks like he's going places, and from the early indications in this game, he's going to the quarterfinals here. This would only get him halfway there, though. Double top, a little step over to the left.
34.
He'll get more.
Yeah, that's the luxury he's being afforded, and Joe is just not playing like he can. Averaging below 70. I think he's
46.
maybe just knows how well Damon can play, but it just feels like he's been bombarded in his open couple of legs. That is a 3-leg lead. Comfortable for Heta halfway. The potential matchup with either get.
A lot of players would have started on the 18s there. But Damon Heta, despite this being Joe Comito's best scoring leg, Damon Heta is still threatening to break.
It's a really good visit from Heta. The first dart, there had been a temptation to switch, but he just shuffled to the left effortlessly as well. 96 after 9, he opened up with an 11-dart leg. Another one potentially here.
Oh, it's good. It's great. Damon Heta, the Aussie #1. Couple of 11 darters in this one already.
brink of the world's top 10, averaging, call it 107.
16.
Well, these sorts of numbers are things you've seen on a semi-regular basis from Damon Heta over the last couple of years on the Pro Tour. More last year than this year.
50.
But do it on a big TV stage in his home country, this is significant. Because this is really good from the Aussie.
And it seems easy to say, oh, he's averaging 105, 106, he's the player that's offering that. But that's where the element you get a bit complacent, so it just shows how focused he is at a minute, Heta.
Well, it's also, if you have one bad leg, it's down to you to finish it anyway. They're not going to go out in 12 and save your blushes when you've kicked off with 360s or whatever.
Yeah, of course. So, polished performance from Heta. He's just got to wrap it up. He could do it in style here.
Oh,
brilliant from Damon.
71.
Well, he's hit 2 11 darters. He was on a potential 11 darter in the last leg. He is on a potential 11 darter here. The average is close to 110.
Oh, brilliant. Look at this. Is it a third 11 darter? Settle for a 12. He's not there yet. He'll be back.
Well, Megan, his wife, has had a very, very pleasant evening. No stress at all.
Hang about, Dan.
95. They mean require 20.
For the match to wrap it up. Heta for the place in the quarterfinals. There's 3 in this leg. Gets there. Brilliant performance from Damon Heta. And his old pal Joe Comito just couldn't get a foothold in the time.
There's a springboard for the back end of the year. And he's springing to life here. Not enough to take the 150, and John Hurring is going to get a look at the 97 to break straight back.
94. So only require 97.
Treble 19, surely the shot.
Double-double. Oh, there's the first one. And there's the second one as well. Double top. Has he exercised some demons for those mismatched darts against Cross? That must have gone through his mind. Produced those big scores in Rob Cross, but he's been far more likely to find the 1 and the 5 segment as well.
72, mate, yeah.
Oh, what a visit that is.
32.
You get the feeling leg 5, all important. 2 darts from Hurring to go ahead.
Robbie require 46.
And that Cross looking at 4-2.
Game showing a 6 leg.
3 legs on the spin for Rob Cross.
180, 170 to set up double 16. It's still a decent leg from Hurring, but it's one where he's going to be under pressure.
133. Only requires 79.
Cross is waiting and hoping. Top for Hurring.
39.
Well, he's had the chance.
Will be required.
He's had more than one opportunity. It's a case of you miss and I hit. He's done it again, and that's 4 straight legs for Rob Cross, who could have, maybe should have found himself trailing 3-2. And now he's throwing to win the match. World Series. He's shown enough tonight, for sure, that he deserves a crack or 2 at more World Series darts, but it looks like it's going to be 2 appearances and 2 defeats, both of them by Rob Cross.
99. Robbie require 134.
To win it. Not just yet, he won't. John Hurring, who missed the bullseye for a 170 setup shot in the last leg, is now needed to take it out to stay in the game potentially, and he might do it. Needed another in there.
He's done okay.
130. Will be required 56.
Double 18. Double 9 for the match. And there it is. In the end, it's 5 consecutive legs for Rob Cross.
No shame with Gerwyn Price. Second max.
81.
But that sort of game, hasn't it, for Price? Brilliant maximum, followed by 57. The inconsistency.
100.
Plenty of support. 2 out of 10 on the doubles, Price.
Two in the leg.
Picking up the pace now.
Sometimes a temptation for a couple of double 19s, but he opted for the treble 20. A double that Gerwyn Price is very comfortable on, and there it is. 3-1 now. And
despite it being a decidedly average performance from Gerwyn Price, 94 average, and doing what he needs to do.
brilliant setup play again. Blocked the treble 20 bed, and a couple of treble 19s to leave 36. And a max for Harley Kemp. But it's a hubble in vain. Slams the door shut. 4-1 Gerwyn Price. So Harley got the late call. And he was dealt the toughest possible draw, the number 1 seed. And the number 1 seed is playing like the number 1 seed now. After a shaky start. Starting to dominate Gerwyn Price.
58. Gerwyn 107.
Can he follow a 171 with a 170? Big ask. Oh, double 16. Go on, this would be a great shot from Harley Kemp. And what a shot from Harley Kemp. Acknowledged by Gerwyn Price. Looking at 76. Oh. Treble 19 for double 8.
60.
Wire move. Well, he's just had a 1-4-3.
60.
This would shake the joint. A 160. He couldn't find the first treble. So Price for 5-2 and to restore the 3-leg cushion. And then it is. One away from a quarter-final with Damon Heta.
We've seen some near misses. Price has on a couple of occasions with 9 darters. Still only ever had one in the World Series. Phil Taylor back in 2014 against Peter Wright.
That will change sooner rather than later. It may change this weekend.
What's your verdict on Harley Kemp?
60.
I've been impressed. He's had a tough draw. He's a nervy start, but he's shown glimpses of what he can do. But Gerwyn Price looking to finish in style and does finish in style. And credit to him. His temperament was great throughout. He didn't start well. Disappointed. He never used that to sort of get himself. He missed out on the match play marginally, and he's just about outside the Grand. But it could be one of those seasons where it could have been so much better.
Yeah.
Marginally missing out on every cut-off.
And while it might just be, you know, a grand or two here or there that doesn't get you in the tournament, then it's more guaranteed thousands and thousands more. And we know that Whitlock's very capable of going on those deep runs in major tournaments. Could have been tens or maybe even hundreds of thousands difference. And all of a sudden he is in the top 16 in the world. But he started this one strongly, and Nathan started it very sluggishly.
Across to double 9. Brilliant start from Simon Whitlock. Comfortable hold of throw. Nathan offers very little, and the Aussies off and running.
So just don't do it, because he's going nowhere, Simon Whitlock. You're going to have to drag him off the board. He adores this game.
And whilst he likes playing on the big stages, He likes just playing in little local events still as well. There's still a hunger there for Simon Whitlock.
160.
Can he get the treble? No, he can't. And there's a chance here for Whitlock.
56. Simon, you're going 122.
Imagine it's a chant from a crowd of, I think it's Simon. But they are really trying to G him up. He started well. Sometimes these occasions you can go into your shell. This for 2-0. Just the wrong side. That was kind of when he first crossed the PDC. Bull finishes down, wasn't it? It was his thing.
The combination finishing, particularly on the bullseye, for years, he was right up there with the very, very best in the game. Nathan Aspinall. Well, it is a tactic, Nathan. I'm not sure it's a wise one. Let's see. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. Chow down, Nathan. What a piece.
Well, he backed it up, didn't he? Whitlock had a dart ball for 2-0. The opening leg to start the match, but just didn't build on it.
Yeah, it looks a different animal tonight on home soil. Simon Whitlock. A second max, and they've come in consecutive legs. And he does have a bit of a habit, Simon Whitlock. He's not the biggest 180 hitter in the world, but he does go on these sprees of hitting them. He has individual games or spells in matches where he just cannot stop hitting maximums.
He's fired up as well. He's missed a lot of opportunities. Missed 8 darts doubles in the match, Simon. Here he goes again, backing up your point, Dan. Having this spell, and will he get a chance to get a break? He's been looking so likely every time Nathan's thrown first, but hasn't managed to break yet.
Real snarl from Simon Whitlock. I don't think I've ever seen that much aggression from him. Oh, this won't improve his mood. I don't think it's what he wanted.
Yeah, no, he's after a 10, wasn't he? Because he's paused. And it just threw him off. I don't really think these are the best tactics from Nathan. Getting involved with the crowd is not really his style.
Well, to cap a brilliant leg of darts. Double 16.
So many chances to break. He's going to start getting frustrated if he doesn't take them, and that's wild.
A dart at ball in leg 2. 4 darts in leg 4. And 2 darts there in leg 6.
And you just feel Nathan will find something against the darts at some point. Got to put this away first, though. And he's not going to. And he busts his score with the last dart. Frustration for Nathan Aspinall. More opportunities for Whitlock.
Double 4 to finally get this break. It's a break he deserves, surely. And it's a break that he's got. Persistence pays off for the Wizard, who leads 4-2 against the match play champ.
He's been really patient, Simon.
Brutal aggression and scoring power from Simon Whitlock.
60. Simon, you're going 100.
Nathan Aspinall has been beaten into submission here. The world number 5 doesn't have much of an answer.
And having the luxury of not having to
96.
go the 18 route. The scoring power is buying Whitlock time. And he's got darts for a 5-2 lead.
65. Simon, you require 32.
Going to go over the top of it. High towards the double 8 section. Just there. That'll do it. Precision stuff from the Wizard.
He's on home soil, isn't he? And it can sometimes make you go into your shell. But for Simon Whitlock, it's brought out the best in him. His son watching on. He'll be so proud of his father at the minute.
94. 55.
Well, on a night where Simon Whitlock has conjured up the old magic to delight his home crowd, he has left 170, his old calling card from back in the day, to win the match. And what a fitting way it would be.
This would be incredible. Well, it's not going to happen.
56.
Nathan still in this match. 84 has reduced the arrears to 2. I just think you've got to get on with it now, Nathan. I don't understand this tactic. It's not a Nathan Aspinall, and it's clearly not worked.
Well, it was fun and games at the start of the match, but then Simon Whitlock's averaged a ton all match. Bullseye to save himself. He's not done yet. A brilliant dart for the world number 5. It's still a brilliant display from the Wizard. It might not be enough.
It's had a bit of everything, hasn't it?
140.
Whitlock looking to return to glory days with those performances that he found consistently
96.
in his peak.
136.
Still got these performances, but they don't happen often enough. On a great display here so far.
Somebody is going to celebrate like a lunatic when the winning dart is hit. I just don't know which one it is.
96.
Good darts again from Nathan Aspinall, finding a covered bed.
Yeah, for 5-2 down, he's had a couple of 15 darters potentially. Well, he's going to finish in that 5th visit of a leg again if he takes with this 40.
Nathan Nueva, 40.
Whitlock waiting to pounce if there are errors here from Nathan. Taking his time. Oh, that one was pulled. And that one is right on the button, and we have a deciding leg. We didn't see this coming at 5-2, but that's why he's the world match play champion. That's why he's the world number 5. He's courageous, Nathan Aspinall. Feel for Whitlock here.
58.
Nathan Aspinall is now favourite to win this match. From 5-2 down. Whitlock has had a look at 170, at 112 to win the game. He has not got a match dart. But
23.
he may get one here, because that is a slip from the Asp.
He'd have settled for a straight turn before. Oh, timing from Whitlock. Just when you thought the game was slipping away from him, he finds his 6 max. And unless Nathan Aspinall can get rid of 157, Whitlock's going to get some match darts.
It's got to be perfect. And it isn't. And Simon Whitlock, who beat Michael van Gerwen here last year, might be about to beat the world match play champion here this year on home soil. The crowd stamp their feet.
Is that awkward? And it
38.
blocked, obscured his passes to double A. And it could be heartbreak now for the home crowd of Simon Whitlock. Aspinall, 64 for some turnaround. He trailed 5-2. This for a place in the quarterfinals.
Trying to control himself. He'll only get one dart. It's at double top. Tension, drama, what a game! And the Wizard will get more opportunities.
Never settled, Nathan. He got a bit agitated, fell for him with that last dart. Just couldn't get the release right. Whitlock's missed 2 already. Aspinall thinks it's done. I wouldn't back on it. Whitlock's missed a lot of darts at doubles. But he gets there in the end, and to the delight of the home crowd, Simon Whitlock has won on home soil a topsy-turvy affair. He raced into a 5-2 lead.
I'm going to say it was a calculated risk to go for it with his opponent on 165, but to stay on 19 with the last dart was odd. He's won a leg on double 3. What about double 19?
19.
Paid the price. I mean, that last dart was his last visit. It was a shocker.
Well, it's not about what darts he's throwing. It's about, that's just poor decision making, poor board management, surely. From a two-time world champion, no less.
What a steal this would be. Biggest dart of the match so far.
57.
But what a chance, is that a turning point?
19.
Oh, Peter Wright has nearly bust his score there. He does get another dart double 8. And he does pin it, but Peter Wright offered up an opportunity to Darren Penhall.
He hoped for, but it's still okay. .140 would be handy.
100.
It's enough to keep him interested, but not enough to worry Peter Wright. Could go to the bullseye. Well, I think he's going down the board.
96.
And the gamble paid off.
Darren, you require 141.
Well, let's see. If he doesn't get this from being on the verge of going 3-1 up, he could be trailing 3-2. The Wright coming back for 3 on the spin.
89. Who you require 48.
Double top it is then.
Only just got the single 8.
Only just got the double top, but it goes down in the book as a 48 checkout in 2 darts.
Darren, you require
Got the treble 20, but then it fell down. Got to get a big treble here to really put pressure on Peter Wright.
100.
Did well though, good dart, forced it through.
It's only to hold his throw, this. Oh, it looks a good guide though. Another. Oh, Peter Wright with a double-double finish. His job looked like it got a little easier despite the miss with the first dart.
Peter requires 62.
Oh dear, careless.
It's just sloppy.
30.
Careless.
Darren, you require 122.
Could this turn the tide?
You feel this has to go though, to stay in the game.
Chance. Great chance, double 7.
115.
Valiant, but unsuccessful.
32.
And ultimately, it might be curtains for Darren Penhall.
Paid the price for missing darts in leg 4. But certainly looking forward to seeing Penhall at the Ali Pali at the end of the year at the World Championship. Always looking forward to seeing Peter Wright. And his Christmas garb, his Grinch outfit.
96.
4 maximums for Snakebite in this one. He'll be hoping he doesn't need to hit any more, because he doesn't want any more in this leg. Oh, yeah, well, It's not been a flawless display by any stretch of the imagination, but the number of darts that have strayed from the 20 segment for Peter Wright will be a frustration for him, and that will frustrate Darren Penhall.
21.
Because a man who went 2-0 up in this game and might have sensed a big, big victory here in Oz has now got a problem. Ball 15 ball. Behave yourself.
84.
Yes, ever the showman, Peter Wright. He was 2 down.
58.
Played poorly. He changed darts. He's won 5 on the spin. And he's now won 6 on the spin. That's a big win for Peter Wright. I wish he wouldn't do that, Michael Smith. He has this habit of scratching his forehead with the points of his dart.
Michael Smith, I wish Mal Cuming wouldn't stop doing this. Oh, well, evidently caught a bit of the fly. It's on. But it's not in. Elected for double 16 when I thought double top might be the option.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be academic, it is.
It would have left an unconventional double.
Marking requires 66.
Well, he went for the 14s. He strayed into the 9s, but no panic yet. Again, he's had some wild darts at the double 16. He's missed way outside, misses way inside there. He's got a little bit of time, but it will be a puzzler for him.
44.
Try again, Michael.
Marking requires 16.
Yeah. The look says it all.
Game showing the 6.
Still not happy, though. I'll tell you what.
He ran into a personal best performance in terms of the numbers from the Asp.
75.
He's not a happy chappy,
Require 153.
the world champ. Well, he's been all round the board at his doubles.
99.
He may as well have a go at double 18.
Require 36.
Yeah, there we have it.
Michael Smith.
Finish anyway, which is why Smith can start on the 20s there.
60.
The benefit for that would have been, had he hit a ton, leaves himself double 16 for the match.
But instead it's 72
41.
for a place in the quarters against Peter Wright.
And that will do it. Michael Smith completes the quarter-final lineup with a regulation victory over Mal Cuming.